Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. Today, in this video, we're going to be basically doing a Ruby Life Force 15 and just seeing how the new changes to Evoker are, really. So Evoker received basically a rework already to Temporal Anomaly. And I did like one boss in a raid to try it out. But aside from that, I've really not had much in the way of. I've really just not been playing it. I've actually been playing the Shadow Priest a lot. So I thought I would jump into a quick run and just see what it's all about, really. So we're still running Temporal Anomaly. I think you'd be silly not to with how good it is um, after the changes. But I think you're going to be a little bit less reliant on it. You're going to use it as just a rotational heal, not heal, but you know what I mean, than anything. Oh my god, everyone's taking so much damage. Yeah, so this is literally my first Mythic Plus I've done on the Evoker this week. I am. Oh my god, ouch. We're literally pumping like 55k HPS. That's insane. I understand it's because of bolstering, but ouch, that was tough actually. But yeah, so we'll get to test it all out. So I'm pretty much running exactly the same build as I was running prior to the patch. The only difference is obviously Temporal Anomaly is a completely different spell. Obviously, I am running my 4-set, so I am getting lots of Living Flame procs, which is really, really nice, actually, I have to say. Um, I have to say, like, I'm able to just stand at the back of a group now and I'm pretty much always going to. Oh god, I shouldn't. I'm not even paying attention to Thundering. I'm not going to lie. And I should always be able to hit everyone with my um, Temporal Anomaly, which is really nice. So I'm basically just keeping Reversion and Dream Breath up on people. And we have a Brewmaster Monk who's actually healing a fair bit. I believe they've had some buffs in this patch as well. So yeah. So if you have been playing this week, obviously since the 10.0.5 changes, what's been kind of the most noticeable change? Has your class changed at all? That's kind of the question of the day, as you will. But yeah, I mean, I hadn't really played Preservation in dungeons yet. And that's not because I've not wanted to, I've just literally not had the time. Um, Actually, this is really, really smooth and fun. I'd argue it's more fun to heal with now than it was prior to the patch. Obviously, each Mythic Plus has also had like substantial amounts of just nerfs at this point, ridiculous amounts, really. To consider that a lot of these things are things that were known about in beta, it's a little bit silly just how much has needed nerfing, but I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? So I'm trying to do a little bit of damage here. That was a lot of damage. What is doing so much for this? Like, am I doing anything wrong, or is it just the fact that it hurts? I mean, we're pulling 60 odd k HPS, 50k HPS. We did press rewind, so that's kind of cheating, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, it's actually really relaxing to heal. I think I might heal a little bit more on the Evoker now with these changes. So if you aren't sure what they've changed, they've basically changed Temporal Anomaly into having a longer cooldown. It's faster travel time, but it affects all allies it passes through and applies Echo to up to 6 targets, I believe. Which means that like there's a lot less ramp up. They've nerfed ramping raids in that you can't like precast it before a boss fight, things like that. I think the changes they've made are probably going to be quite good eventually once people get used to them. Obviously, like I said, this is my first experience. I've not tested it, I've not tried it. I've literally looked on the character, got into a group, and it's a complete pug group as well. And I will say it is decimating my mana. Like I didn't really have much mana issues before this week, but using Temporal Anomaly quite often is burning my mana. So the build I'm running also includes Flow State, and the reason why I wanted Flow State is to reduce the cooldown of Temporal Anomaly, which I think is working well. So everybody got it there. I'm going to stick a Dream Breath on everybody, and like, that's just so much healing. We have Emerald Communion, so let's see how much mana that's going to give us back. So I use this pretty much as a mana tool at the moment, or I was using it pretty much as a mana tool. Sticker reversion on everybody. That's how I'm getting my free living flames, which is what we want. But yeah, so I'd argue this is a good change. It is rinsing my mana, which isn't ideal. We're not doing very much damage either, which is pretty much just laziness, I'll be honest. So first boss, let's see what we can do. So even then, it hit every person. So it's a really big range. Like, I think you'd have to be pretty hard to actually miss people with this. So we're going to do this, save our lava breath, or flame breath, sorry, for the ad. So pre-build it now. Bang. Got a free little cast of living flame, which helps apply that. And yeah, I mean, we're pulling 30k HPS. Obviously, a lot of that is padding, I'm well aware. And like 50k, well, 45k HPS. So, and I'll be honest, this is very easy. Like, not really a challenge at all at the moment, which is nice. I mean, obviously, you want that to be the case, right? So I've used my trinket for mana. We also don't have this, so I'm going to just do that, and then I'm going to do uplift. Pop my rewind because people are getting low. People are getting very low. Are people stood in stuff? Is that what's going on right now? Because I feel like if I'm pumping 55k HBS and you still die, there's something going wrong. Let's have a look. Deaths. Ah, he had ag on all the whelps. Okay, not my fault at all then. I don't really know what else I could do with that situation, unfortunately. That did a lot of damage. So because I'm using the same gear on my preservation spec as my devastation spec, I'm running a lot of mastery, which inherently isn't the worst. It just also isn't the best in like any circumstance. So like right now, I have no benefit of my mastery on anyone. Even using a shield, like it only applies on actual health pool. So it's actually quite tough to get benefit out of my mastery sometimes, and I find that I'm the highest healing because of that. I mean, even now I'm the highest healing. Yeah, don't know, but big damage from actually the Pally. Wow, 397. So he's actually a little bit under geared. So's the monk. That's interesting to know. Obviously, it's only a 15, but um, yeah. Let's not do that. I don't even know what I've done there. Let's change this to damage overall and see what's going on with the damage meters. Because it's quite interesting where we've had some class changes. Obviously, some classes like Shadow Priest have really rose into like popularity, while others have kind of remained as they are. What I'd like to be doing is breath of Ysering these dream breaths, but I'm just not very good at it. I also feel like I'm going to put two talent points into here from Flow State because applying Dream Breath to everyone is just so easy. So I want to be. What I'm going to test actually. Obviously, I am slightly overgeared, which means I can mess around and test stuff during runs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast that on myself, get in a position where I can hit everyone, and then one stack Dream Breath. So that's a really big heal that I've just put on everyone. Yeah, Dream Breath heals for an absolute ton. And it really isn't an issue ever. I really like this actually. I can really see myself actually pushing keys as a healer every now and again now. Which I'll be honest, in the previous iteration of the spec, I couldn't see me doing. I enjoyed it every now and again as a break, but I didn't really enjoy it enough to actually want to play it for any length of time, right? But now that now that I'm here, this will be an interesting test because this is so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to verdant embrace myself, cast Temporal Anomaly, which puts Echo and a shield on everyone and one stack of this. See, I think other than the tank who just got absolutely obliterated, by the way, I don't think I'm going to have to heal all that much at all now. Yeah, this is awesome. So aside from that, aside from playing retail, which, like I said, the time I have been playing on retail, I've put a lot of time into Shadow Priest, of which there is the chance that I'm going to put some content out for that as well because I've been really enjoying it and performing well on it. I've also been playing retail. We reached top. I think we were like 150 in the world for Alduar, so pretty damn nice. Gonna just use a cooldown there because everyone's getting just a little bit low. Yeah, we reached top 150 world for Alduar, which was nice. I'm playing a Shadow Priest there as well. Um, and yeah, I've also got myself a new little pet, which is a little Syrian hamster. His name is Buddy. So I've been having a great old time. I got him like last weekend. So still just getting used to each other. And my dad and his partner just recently got a puppy as well. So it's been a bit of a busy week actually. And yeah, so in terms of the videos, we've just done. By the time you've seen this, either the all of the priests, how good are they, will be out, or the you'll have one left, depending on when I decide to put it out. Um, you'll have, and then I need to work on leveling the next class, of which I've got a couple of different options. I was going to look at Monk, really was going to look at Mistweaver Monk. I put about an hour into it, and I didn't really enjoy healing. Now, it wasn't like max level healing, but he also wasn't low level either. So I don't know. I thought I would enjoy it more, and it just didn't. So that's kind of put me off a little bit, especially since I plan on playing like Mistweaver the most on it. I also have a Rep Pally. Now they're getting changed in the next patch really substantially. So it would be quite cool to see how they're playing now and kind of what their issues are now, so that we can do another video when it comes out to how much they've changed or whether we like the changes, things like that. So there's a couple of different options of classes to level next. This is quite a spicy pull. I really want to then embrace him, but I also don't want to get in his knock up. But we recovered it. I'm just going to rewind because, oh my god, lots of damage. So stick a Temporal Anomaly out there. And yeah, like I was so reliant on Temporal Anomaly before, it being changed was a little bit scary for me. But this is a solid change, and I mean, if the complexity of like playing around with echoes and things like that was something that you were worried about as a player, and that was putting you off preservation, I really recommend you go and have a look at it now. Honestly, it's so much different, and I would argue much easier to play. I need to get across here. Why, dude? That's not good at all. Am I going to be able to recover this? No, not like that. Obviously, you don't particularly want to pull the dragons anyway, because they're a pain in the neck, but... Oh, okay, apparently we're wiping. I want to kill this, though. I did die, that's fine. So... yeah, so like I said, I feel like the game's kind of settled now, the expansion's settled. We hit our Keystone Master, which was nice. We're actually going to get some rating from this if we do it in time, which is pretty cool. In terms of Raider IO, I don't know what my healer score is at the moment. Let's see if we can have a look quickly before everybody tries to die again. Which looks like is the next step. Oh god, we've pulled the dragon again. I've pumped like so much healing there. I don't really know what I could do. I didn't have any more cooldowns. Okay, well, we're going to die again. This is not going particularly well here, but it does give me a chance to look at Raider. I love being called pathetic by Razagath, despite the fact that he's already technically dead. Love that. So at the moment, in terms of healer and DPS, so we're 2150 to 2159 on the website, 2158. I'm 2063 as a DPS and 1269 as a healer. So we really haven't healed very many keys. Ruby life pools is actually one of my highest I've healed is Ruby life pools. Just kill it. What are we doing? Let's just not get hit by that. Let's use a verdant embrace. Now, I don't want to do much until my next temporal anomaly. I also want to be in a position where I can cast it on everybody. Boom. So everyone has reversion. Everyone has a big dream breath. I really was trying to set up my heals. I didn't get a dispel off. That's my fault. There is a reason most people skip this dragon. I can see why. I suppose the other nasty part is because I haven't really played around as healer too much. I haven't really had the experience of knowing which mobs are particularly painful. As a evoker, as a DPS, sorry, we pretty much just ignore it. Obviously, do have an evoker in here, a famed Slayer of Razagath, so pretty decent player by the looks of it. And overall, he's doing pretty nice damage. So, dispel myself. I'm going to get one more in a second. Throw the old temporal anomaly in. Like, it's so quick now. It's really fun. Didn't actually mean to use it on that, but we will verdant embrace into that. And now we need to put our big dream breath on. But yeah, I mean, nothing's really changed all that much in terms of the playstyle. Like Temporal Anomaly, for me, I was using it as this spell that allowed me to do very good healing in most situations. I used that a little bit too early there, but and I'm still doing that. Like nothing's really changed in that aspect. I do want a little bit of mana. I think it's something I'm going to have to be very wary of. 18k a time is quite hefty. Hefty. Now, do we Bloodlust here? Now, there is an argument to say at 1040 left on the key, you absolutely Bloodlust here. And if I was the only person that could make that decision, I was the only Bloodluster, I would certainly be asking. But as I'm not, for now, I'm just not going to bother, and I'm just going to pretend it's a non-issue, which is healthy. Avoid problems till they go away. This monk is getting absolutely smashed. Like, it's not all the time either, which is strange, but just every now and again his health gets absolutely wrecked. I still think we're on for a time, though. That was maybe not very good there. But we're going to throw another Temporal Anomaly out. Affects everyone. Let's get a reversion out just to make things easier. But just being able to... Oh, this bad. Just being able to kick out like 30k HBS all the time, I'm stuck. How did I avoid the meatball? Okay, we recovered, we recovered, we recovered, we recovered. Dream breath on everyone. Oh, I didn't think I was going to avoid that meatball, I'm not going to lie. So I'm basically rotating at this point between like reversion and um, dream breath, which is quite interesting. I mean, you would use them in different scenarios. I think when I like when I change the talent points, I'm pretty much always going to want to run a Verdant Embrace Dream Breath almost every Temporal Anomaly. I think the healing's just going to be insane. Let's have a look overall. Yeah, Dream Breath's my highest. If I buff that by another 30% and I played well around Verdant Embrace, I think that healing is just going to be like absurd. Um, like if you don't play Evoker, and I'm talking Madness, there is a basically a lot of synergy around your Verdant Embrace spell, which is this little. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that, which I didn't want to do. I used every button. Sorry, I had to concentrate for a second there. There's a lot of synergy around your Verdant Embrace and other abilities. One of which is Dream Breath, which buffs it by like 40% or something, I believe it is. Let's have a look. Yeah, that really hurts. Yeah, 40%. So just if you play it well, it's pretty mad. We're going to go and clear over here. Stop running away from me. God damn it. That was tough. That was 50k HPS. And a good chunk of my mana pool. But hopefully, I'm glad he did this and not that back, I'll be honest. Just get out of the way with this. Please don't die, tank. See, I don't really have... The one thing that we still miss is that real big burst healing. But... Oh god, please get the interrupts. I'd be really interested to know how much, like, on like a 20 key, in an organized group, they have to heal on this. Because I feel like they wouldn't have to heal 50 odd K every pull. Time dilation, by the way, which is this one, did 300k right there, by the way. Absolutely absurd. And for people who think that's like a really bad button, I promise you it isn't. So we've set up everything properly. I'm taking so much damage. I'm just going to Emerald Communion. So there is a gameplay around using Lifelink and then popping Temporal Anomaly. You heal the whole group for just absurd amounts. Uh, Ouch. Like, what am I supposed... Oh, flash fire. People just not interrupting, unfortunately. And I imagine it was bolstered to high heavens based on the fact that it two-shot me. 5 minutes left. We've got one pack left. Hopefully we pull the side elementals as well. Do they bolster? If so, that sucks. And we do need to be ready here to kick out some big heals. So I'm going to do that and put time dilation there. I feel like that wasn't my fault. Whatever he just died to wasn't my fault. Because he's not bolstered to high L. That is good. Yeah, it's got quite intense, which I suppose Ruby Life Balls is really chill until the second boss. And then from the second to ending, it's just insanity. But I mean, that's why we play the game, right? Oh, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I was mid-cast of a Temporal Anomaly. I thought I could delay it and get out. I'm going to run back. Like, there's no point burning a combat res. But, yeah, a lot of damage being taken. And again, I don't know how much of it is avoidable. He's got 4 minutes left. This is actually going to be really tight. If they die here, I'm really hoping they all survive. Demon Hunter's popping a lot of healing for himself. In fairness, I have noticed that he's quite... I feel like my top healing right now goes me, tank, paladin. Overall, tank, me, paladin. That's surprising. They need to run to me like really badly. Okay, I'm gonna just pop a cooldown just to try and get ahead of the situation. Now we've got 3 minutes 50. It's not tyrannical. I feel like we should be fine. Surprised we bloodlusted that early. I thought they would have held it for when they could actually all like get constant DPS on the dragon. So I'm just trying to keep up hots on everyone at the moment. We've got another Temporal Anomaly Verdant Embrace Dream Breath. Just going to be really hard to hit people, but hey. He's worried about Dispels, but Dispel right now wasn't the biggest issue. Getting everyone topped and just nice and recovered is what I was worried about. Don't know where the pallet... Oh, I've got him. Okay, it's not a problem. I'm going to use a reversion. So I feel like I would be trying to use Dream Breath a lot more. I'm probably reliant on Dream Breath a lot more if I had the talent. The fact that I don't means that I feel like I'm constantly behind. Oh, I'm going to have to just rewind here, otherwise I don't think that gets recovered nicely. I've got a Dream Breath on everyone. This is really intense, but I'm still enjoying it more than I was before, I guess. Dragon's about to die, and once the dragon's dead, the whole fight becomes much simpler. I'm going to just hit him with a Verdant Embrace. We've got the Ysera buff, which means everybody's getting an empowered Dream Breath right now. And boom, we actually do manage to time it. So I've jumped straight in, no warm up, no nothing, 15 Ruby Life Pools, and we've smashed it on the Preservation of Ochre, which is awesome. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. We got ourselves a Primal Focus and 15 Primal Chaos, as well as 21 more rating. And yeah, I mean, literally first key of the week. So hope you guys have enjoyed. And yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Goodbye, guys.